So, good morning and welcome to the Mindfulness Tree Meditation Community. Here in West Virginia, the sun is shining and it's a beautiful day, although it's very cold. So, we've had freeze warnings. So, we're going to begin our opening meditation. This is our last day with this book, Love Your Enemies. And I will be incorporating a little bit of exchanging self for others as we send our compassion and our equanimity to all beings. So please listen for the invitation of the bell. So allowing yourself to settle and arrive. The bell reminds us that we welcome ourselves to our true home, which is this present moment. And just acknowledge and honor what is present for you right now at this present moment. Whatever is arising is welcome. And in the tradition, the feeling tones that arise really before thought and emotions are called Vedana. And so a feeling tone may arise that is pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. And in any given moment, those feeling tones might be present. And so, depending on what you were doing before this time, or what you're thinking about perhaps happening after, may have an effect on that feeling tone. So, just notice what's present. And as you rest in this sense of awareness, notice that the body is breathing, and that by following the breath, there's a natural inclination for the mind to settle and for the body to relax. And so ride with the breath and allow its sense of healing and peace and calm to come to you. Noticing the inhale and noticing the exhale. Breath allows for the opening of the mind, the sense that we can expand beyond ourselves and rest in the present moment with all of its infinite possibilities. The breath becomes the vehicle for the practice of exchanging self for others, of sending and receiving, of allowing the preoccupation, the self preoccupation to drop away and to allow the preoccupation with others in a healing and peaceful way to take the place of that self preoccupation. And allow your mind to rest in this state of openness and stillness. This stage of the practice traditionally is called flashing on absolute bodhicitta, which is the awakened heart mind, or the opening to our basic spaciousness and clarity. And so we begin the exchanging self for others with these words: I wish that all beings are happy and have the cause of happiness, and all beings are free from suffering and the cause of suffering. And again, this simple wish: I wish that all beings are happy and have the cause of happiness, and all beings are free from suffering and the cause of suffering. You don't have to think too much at this stage. Just remember these words over and over. I wish that all beings are happy and have the cause of happiness, and all beings are free from suffering and the cause of suffering. As you do this, you'll find that it's easier to accept negative experiences, or the negative experiences of people's, much easier. We can enter into it without being affected by the negative situations. This simple practice brings power. And then to the wish that all be freed from suffering, you could add, I wish all beings to become enlightened and to be free from ignorance. I wish all beings to become enlightened and be free from ignorance. Allowing this wish to expand out from your heart into the world, a world without national boundaries, but a world that is filled with infinite beings. As we do this, our focus leaves ourselves and moves with compassion and care out to the whole world. And with the simple act of breathing, without it affecting us negatively, we can breathe in the suffering of others and then breathe out happiness and compassion. And simply the act of breathing becomes the vehicle by which we send care and compassion out into the world. We may have some concerns that affect us negatively, but yet as we take in the suffering, we realize that breathing out, we share infinite happiness. And now, if this is accessible to you, as we continue to focus on the breath, bring to mind a specific person or being or group of people that might be suffering at this moment. And breathe in their sense of suffering, again, without it affecting you. And then breathe out a sense of happiness, care, compassion, and love. Transforming that suffering into the benefit of all. This is a practice that you can do spontaneously in your day. Perhaps you see another person who is struggling, and instead of sending pity, just imagine that you are that person and you take in their suffering and then breathe out happiness. Connecting ourselves with all. The third step of this practice is this wish: I give my happiness, health, wisdom, accumulation, qualities, all goodness that I have. I give this entirely to each and every sentient being and wish that they have this complete. I give my happiness, health, wisdom, accumulation, qualities, all goodness that I have. I give this entirely to every sentient being and wish that they have this complete. This practice of taking in the giving and taking helps us to loosen our own attachment to ourselves and our possessions and frees us to share happiness. Resting in the breath, expanding your heart, the wish of the great sage Shantideva was that I would not receive enlightenment until all beings were happy. So, thank you for your practice. And as I said during the meditation, that this can you can use this throughout the day. And I think one of the our authors suggested when you see someone who might be suffering or in a situation that's difficult, to think of that as being you and taking that in and then breathing out the happiness. It's a lovely, lovely practice. So I'm going to stop recording now.